morning. How are we going? How's everything going? How are we doing? It's home circuits on a Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, and we are finishing off a little block of 4 weeks today. If you've been following me for the past 4 weeks, we have progressed the same couple of workouts twice a week. We've been doing this, obviously, because there's 2 workouts, a couple of workouts. Anyway, we started off with 30 seconds of each exercise, then we progressed it to 40 seconds, then we progressed it to 50 seconds, and then we knock it back on the 4th week, back to 30 seconds. If the exercise stays the same, hopefully you'll note your progression. Otherwise, we make the exercise slightly more challenging, progress the exercise. So you're either going to note your progression, or we're going to just make that exercise slightly harder, and you're like, oh my goodness, I can do it now. Say for instance, press-ups. You might be stuck on kneeling press-ups. We've done many kneeling press-ups over the last 3 or 4 weeks, and this is your opportunity to progress to full press-ups. If you feel as though you can. If you can, then just note that those kneeling press-ups feel easier over 30 seconds. So that's the idea anyway. We have 4 circuits to go through today, and those 4 circuits have 2 exercises back to back, 4 times round, so 8 exercises in total. And as I say, it's 30 seconds of each exercise today. So it's either a little bit of a deload, giving you just that little bit of respite before we move on to a new block, or we're going to try some slightly harder exercises, depending on which exercises we do when. Hopefully that makes sense. And before I just start rambling on, let's get into a warm-up. So we've got 5 seconds, and then we're going straight into, we'll go elbow to knee today. We'll just go straight into elbow to knee. So bringing that knee up to your elbow, warming those hip flexors, warming the hips, getting that heart rate up, breathing circulation going. You know it makes sense. It'd be rude not to join in. So elbow to knee, bring that knee across the body if you can, so you're getting a little bit of rotation in the torso as well. Okay, so into squats, nice deep squats. Do you know what I've done again? I've forgotten my MyZone belt. I'm going to have to run off and get it, otherwise the workout doesn't count. If you have an activity monitor that you wear on your wrist or around your chest like a MyZone, and you forget to wear it during a workout, really? Did that workout ever happen? You know what I mean? That's what it feels like anyway. So, running on the spot. While you run on the spot, I'm going to run out the room and get my MyZone belt. Right. So, this is just a big advert for MyZone, really. No, is it? We do have MyZone in a lot of our 3D clubs though. And obviously you can connect it to the app and use it at home, such as what I'm doing at the moment. So running on the spot. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is flies. So this is the one where we warm those shoulders up. So moving those arms backwards and forwards, back in the room. So you can do this as slow or as fast as you want. And the idea is that we start warming those shoulders up, but we're also taking those chest, those pectoral muscles, and those upper back muscles through the full range of motion as well. Excellent. Okay, so alternating lunge twist now. Big step forward, drop that back knee, twist towards the knee that's stuck out in front of you. Take it nice and slow, nice and controlled. Again, we're warming the lower body now, but we just want to get a little bit of rotation in that torso as well. So this is a good one for warming hips, lower back, obviously lower body, so all those leg muscles, hamstrings, quads, calves, ankle muscles, everything. So, right, alternating lunge twist done. We're into side raises, so we're going back into those shoulder exercises. "20-second side raises, getting those shoulders warmed up, those tendons and ligaments that don't have a massive amount of blood flow going through them. We are warming up, getting that synovial fluid flowing throughout those multi-directional joints, which are your shoulders. Okay, so we've done the side raises. We're going down on the floor now, so we're going into glute bridges. So, heels into the floor, toes in the air, heels nice and close to your bum, knees out nice and wide, feet want to be about hip width apart, and then we're driving those hips up towards the ceiling. And just firing up the biggest, most powerful muscles in your body, which are your glutes, your bum muscles. Keep it going. Excellent. Okay, so from there, we're going to stay on the floor and we're going to do straight leg sit-ups. So this is actually stretching out now those muscles. If you keep those legs nice and straight, you're actually stretching out those muscles that you've just activated in those glute bridges. So we're stretching the glutes and we're stretching those hamstrings, taking them through a full range of motion in a passive stretch. And then the opposing muscles, abs, hip flexors, you're nicely warming up. So we've done that. Back up. Back up to standing, and we're just going to do opposite hand to opposite toes, or opposite fingers to opposite toes. That hand that's not going to your toes, point up towards the ceiling, and follow that hand with your eye line, so you're getting that twist through the torso. This is a really good one as well, for working pretty much all the posterior chain, so the muscles that run down your back. Okay, so let's do a little bit more on the shoulders. So we're going to do reverse slides. So bum back, try and keep that back nice and straight. So push your bum out towards the wall or whatever's behind you. Keep that chest up, or chest out should I say. Looking slightly forwards, and then just take those arms out to the side. And then staying there, now we want thumbs up, and we're just going to make a Y. I'll just do 10 reps of this because we've run out of time, but I've got carried away. 6, 7, 8, 9. Excellent. Okay, so big advocate getting those shoulders warmed up since I had a shoulder injury. If I've ever told you about that, I've been banging on about it for about a year now. Anyway, right. So our first two exercises, circuit 1, we are doing walkouts and prone angles. Walkouts. Back of the room. Bend at the hips, keep your back nice and straight, keep your legs nice and straight, and you're just going to walk those hands out until you're flat down on the floor. Press back up, walk back in. Bum in the air, stand up straight. That's your walkouts. Your prone angles are, you're going to take those hands from behind you and bring them all the way around in front. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. If I come a little bit further back. So, clasp your hands behind you, just hovering over the top of your bum, and then you're just going to bring them round in front, like that. This is a really good one for upper back, rear delts, shoulders, posture. So, there are your two exercises. We're going to go back to back 4 times around, 30 seconds of each exercise. I shall just adjust my timer. We can go for it. So, let me just turn this up a little bit. Alright, so 5 seconds to get into position. Straight into 30 seconds of walkout. So where we go, flat to the floor, press back up, walk back in. That's one. We're going 30 seconds, so as many walkouts as you can do in 30 seconds. Keep it going. Excellent. 5 seconds to get back down on the floor. And we're going into those prone angles.
Slice music.
Excellent. Okay. Back up. Walk out. Let's go for it. Limited rest time on these circuits. If any rest at all, so you can keep your heart rate up, breathing circulation going, so we're burning plenty of calories while doing a bit of strength and conditioning. In the comfort of your own home. Okay, so back into those prone angles. Make a double chin if you can, looking straight down towards the floor. Chin into chest. Back into those walkouts. Away we go. Keep it going. Third round, round 3. Okay, so back down on the floor. Into those prone angles again.
Slice music.
Excellent. Okay, last round. Big deep breath. Away we go. Walk out again. Push those hips through at the top to straighten yourself back up. Excellent. Okay, find that room for the prone angles. Last exercise. Let's go for it. Excellent, well done. So, that's your first circuit done of 4. Nice and easy to do, 30 seconds of each exercise. Hopefully you've noted the improvement from previous times that we've done that first circuit, because we didn't progress either of those exercises this week. So what I mean by that, we didn't make the exercise harder, but obviously in the previous weeks you've done 30 seconds of those exercises, back to back 40 seconds of those exercises, finished off last week at 50 seconds of those exercises back to back. So bringing them back to 30, hopefully you've noticed how much easier it feels to do. Hopefully. Right, circuit 2, shoulder taps and pike push-up. Again, we're not going to progress these exercises as in progress the movement. We are going to do the exercises 30 seconds of each and just see how you feel doing them, if you've noticed any progression and any improvement in the form. This is what it's all about this week, just noting improvement, noting progression in these exercises that we're doing. Obviously, if you feel that you can do them easier in 30 seconds, then that's your progression. You know, your body's adapted. You become stronger and fitter for these particular movements. Okay, so shoulder taps. Shoulder taps are just top of a press up, basically, high plank. So your hands need to be in line with your shoulders. Make that triangle on the floor. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point of the triangle. So something like that. And then when you're holding that plank position, don't let your hips hang down. So tilt that pelvis towards the floor, pull those abs tight. Reasonably wide stance, and then you're just going to touch your opposite shoulder with your opposite hand, like that. So that's your shoulder taps. We're going straight from that into pike press up. So find something to elevate your knees or your feet on. Bum in the air, like that. You want your head nice and close to whatever elevating your knees. Cross your knees, cross your feet, and then you're just going to go all the way down and all the way up.
Bass when it drops like this.
Now you can progress this movement. So what you can do, I'll just move over onto the settee, and this just shows you can use pretty much anything to elevate your feet or your legs. So what you can do is bum in the air, feet. So you elevate those knees and then you all the way down, all the way up. Now, I've no idea what that looked like. So hopefully it looked reasonably good form. Now, as I say, I've got slight shoulder injury, so I'm going to stick to the knees just so when fatigue creeps in, I don't end up injuring my knee. But by all means, progress it. Go onto your feet. Obviously the ultimate for that really is handstand press-ups, but the ultimate body, you know, don't need any equipment, just sling your feet up against the wall and do handstand press-ups. Because we all can do that. Anyway, right, okay, shoulder taps, pike push-up. 30 seconds of each exercise. We've got 5 seconds to get into that high plank position. Away we go. So, shoulder taps to start off with. This is a really good one for core strength, core stability as well, because obviously you're holding that plank position as you do this. I sort of rock over onto one side just to give me a little bit more balance, but this also fires up the obliques, so the muscles that run down the side of your core, side of your stomach. So keep it going. Excellent. Okay. So, pike push-ups. As I said, I'm going to do the kneeling ones. All the way down, all the way up. Bum in the air. Excellent. Okay, so we're back into those shoulder taps. So where we go. Make sure you're tilting your pelvis forwards. Those abs are locked on. Keep it going. Okay, pike push-ups, bum in the air, feet elevated, on a footstool, on a sofa. Well, there we go. Head nice and close to whatever your feet are elevated on. Keep it going. Excellent, okay. Back into those shoulder taps. Let's go for it. Well done. Shoulder stability on those. And obviously abs and core. Alright, up in the air, let's go for it. Excellent, okay, so back round. This is your last round of these exercises. So back into those shoulder taps. Incidentally, if you're struggling, you can do this from the knees. That's not a problem. But it is just 30 seconds of each exercise. If you've been following me all week, been all run, progress it. Get up off those knees. Excellent. Okay. Woo! Right. Light press up. Last time. Well done. So, don't count your reps. Don't count your reps. The idea is that you do as many reps as you can in the time that we have available for each exercise. So it stands to reason that if you've got 50 seconds to do an exercise, you're going to do more reps. If you've got 30, you're going to do less. So don't worry about counting your reps. That's what the time limits are for. The time caps. I'm rambling now because I'm a little bit tired. Anyway, right. Circuit 3. Press ups. Ooh. And IYTWs. It's spider season. There's a spider on my ceiling. Try saying that fast. It's spider season. There's a spider on my ceiling. There you go. Anyway, right. Press ups, IYTWs. 30 seconds of each. Your press ups. Start like you did those shoulder taps. So make a triangle with your hands and your head. And make sure that those hands are over underneath your shoulders. Your shoulders are over your hands. Something like that. And then you're going all the way down and all the way back up. If you have problems with, obviously, full press-ups, go to kneeling. But if you've been doing kneeling for the past 4 weeks with me, 3 weeks, three, try for those full press-ups. Obviously, if they're too hard, just regress back to those kneeling ones. It's not a problem, but this is your chance to attempt some full press-ups. Then we're going into 30 seconds of IYTWs. IYTWs are another good one for posterior chin and shoulders and posture, because it all ties in. So all you're going to do, flat down on the floor, so you've just finished your press-ups, stick your hands out in front of you, something like that, and then you're going to do like a Superman. So I, Y, T, W. I, Y, T, W. Try and keep your thumbs up, so thumbs in the air all the time when you're doing them. So, there are your 2 exercises. Press ups, IYTWs. I keep going out of shot because I am adjusting the timer. I'm taking full calls. No, not really. It's gone into an advert. It's all going disastrously wrong. It isn't really. 5 seconds. Press ups. Let's go for it. 30 seconds of press ups. They can be full or kneeling. As I said, if you've been following me for the last month or so, try for some full press ups if you've been kneeling all the time. See if you can progress that exercise. Excellent. Okay, so IYTW. That's your I. That's your Y. That's your T. And that's your W. Keep it going. Okay, back into press-up position. Keep it going, people. Back down flat on the floor, keep it going. So, thumbs in the air. I, Y, C, W. Keep it going. Shake it off. Big deep breath. We're halfway through. Back into those press ups. Okay. IYTW. Okay. Last round, press ups. Let's go for it. Okay, IYTW. Last one. Well done. Woo. Right. Last circuit. Sorry, I keep nipping out of shot. Just adjusting the timer. Okay, so I'm back. So, circuit 4. You should know this off by heart now, to be honest. If you've been following for the last 4 weeks. Excuse me. Dips. Not a massive fan of dips, but when you're restricted to home workouts, obviously something that focuses on the backs of the arms, the triceps, you can't really beat it. When you're in the sweetest shop of exercises, that is the gym. Obviously there's slightly better exercise you can do for triceps, but in this instance, dips is it. Right, so dips and ins and outs, or innies and outies. Nothing to do with your belly button. So, dips. I'll just rotate this. Really, I should invest in one of those. Have you seen those camera stands that like follow you around? Anyway, there's a thing. Right, dips. It'd be like those paintings, you know, with the eyes that follow you around the... Anyway, dips. So, have your hands on the edge of a sofa, footstool, chair, whatever comes to hand. And then you're just gently going to slide your bum off said chair and lower yourself down to the floor. And then drive back up. And that's your dips. Keep your elbows reasonably close together. Out behind you. And then drive. So again, this is supposed to be hitting the backs of your arms, but you will feel it sort of lower chest area as well. Hopefully you're not going to nip anything in your shoulder. If you do, just stop. Anyway, that's your dips. Ins and outs is hip flexor exercise. Hip flexors are important for running, jumping, climbing the stairs. Good posture again. So all you're going to do is have those feet nice and wide. Push your hands into the floor, leaning forwards, and bring them in. And then back out. Innies and outies. Innies, outies. Yeah? Hip flexors. That's where you're going to feel it. Tops of your thighs. So that's your 2 exercises back to back that we're going to finish this home circuits off with. Yes. 5 seconds. Let's get this turned up. Dips first. Slide your bum off the chair. All the way down, all the way up. Slow it down. Don't do it that fast. 30 seconds. Keep it going. Legs out straight, heels into the floor. Excellent. Okay. Innies and outies.
Viva México, cabrones.
Keep it going. This is more challenging than it looks. If you ever wanted to do an L-sit, this is where you start. Okay, back into dips.
Viva México, cabrones.
Away we go.
Viva México, cabrones.
Excellent, okay. Innies and outies, let's go for it. Keep it going. Excellent, okay. So back up on the chair, footstool, sofa. Away we go again, into those dips. Alright. Let's go for it. Innies and outies. Excellent. So, good for quads, that one as well. It's tension basically from your hip flexors all the way down the front of your thighs. Let's go for it. Into those dips again. Hitting the backs of the arms. Whoa. Okay. Alright, last exercise. Innies and outies. Let's go. Create tension all the way down your legs. Push those hands into the floor. Whoa. out a shot again to turn the music down. Alright, okay, so that's it. 4 circuits done, full body workout. I'm back again 4 o'clock on Wednesday with a new block, so new exercises that we will progress through the next 4 weeks or so. Hopefully you'll see a noted improvement again. So join me at 4 o'clock on Wednesdays and 10 o'clock on Saturdays until the end of the month, and then we're changing the timetable, but you don't need to know about that just yet. Exciting. Right, well done. See you soon.